And we move on to our
The
next
final
show match. It's
showmatch
going to
of the
be
night.
Scan versus Yoon on the map.
Ooh.
Blindside.
Hell yeah.
I love Scan.
All right, this is
Oh, I like this map. This is who's this by again? Minerals?
I found it on at Ross. It was on sale.
So the map maker is with us, and he's going to talk about his map, which just got accepted into Season 4 of STPL, along with 2 other maps of his.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So this is my map. I made it. I put things on it.
Really pretty. Have I played in this map before?
So the barcode is Scan
Hold on 1 second.
at 6
How
o'clock.
about you guys talk about the map for a second? I'll be right back 1 sec.
Yeah, this map looks really, really cool. I love this sort of like I love watching pro games on these sort of maps where it's just like you have like high grounds like near main and
Right.
stuff. Looks really good. Looks really cool. These are the kind of games I like. Not really play though. I'll get annihilated in these kind of games.
Yeah, this map is pretty much for high level gamers only. It's
Yeah.
not your standard map at all. If you don't know it, you're not gonna succeed on it.
Part of the reason why I like it, but yeah, definitely.
I love watching players play this map,
Yeah.
but it's just
It's
not
the
for me.
kinda-
I'm not good enough.
It's the kind of map you like to watch, but it's the kind of map you don't want to play on. Because you get annihilated.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yoon is
Yoon was
quite
going
not
for it.
sure where he's scouting.
Yeah, I thought he was
Standing
going
at the
for
top.
it.
He's on the way.
Now, has Scan played this map before?
Neither of them have played on Blindside. The last show match that we showed on this map was DeWalt versus Ziki, and that was before their BSL match.
So they're both playing a map blind.
They are playing Blindside Blind, my friend. Welcome.
Hooray. I am rooting for Zerg because I'm a Zerg main. I love the Zergs.
Now, he didn't scout the gas, did he? Nope.
Even though I love Scan. I like it more when Scan plays Protoss, so.
He assumes that he's going a mech build, though, because of the block.
A lot of wonderful details on this map, Minerals. Minerals is a artist by trade, a painter, an accomplished one, and it shows in his
very
maps.
good painter.
Sometimes I paint on StarCraft maps. I like happy trees everywhere.
Indeed. Wonderful trees.
Was there a reason why you included these marvelous Roman times ramps in the middle of the map and
Ramps are cool.
in between the nats and nukes?
Ramps are really good positional places to either hold something off. Like having ramps at a choke point. It's a lot of dynamic to the game, you know, like Heartbreak Ridge. It's essentially kind of the feeling. But we see Terran getting a good scout off, scouting the lair. Hasn't seen the spire yet. Terran is checking, going for vultures. Vulture speed. And we see the spire dropping for Zerg up front looking like he wants to use it as a part of the wall. And yeah, we see a full wall coming off from Yoon. So he might be just assuming that Terran is attacking or going for 1-1-1. So just defending the vultures blindly on blindside. Wraith hitting the Overlord. Overlord gonna be going down. Seeing that there are some speed vultures moving out.
Nice little wall here. And cost effective too. See how he's put a spire up front.
Right.
Using a hatchery instead of, it's wasting 75 minerals essentially for a drone too, for an evo chamber.
Yeah, and especially early on, Spire up front really isn't in danger.
Ooh, and we have Burrow coming in.
Ooh.
And he's expecting the dropship play. Look at this. Look at that sunken placement. He's like, I know the scan. I know what the fuck he's gonna do.
Yeah, these guys have probably played so many games against each other. Didn't they? What league did they play in the finals? There was a league they played in the finals. I watched it live. They went 5 games. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It was like the amateur ASL league. They had like an amateur league. It was like there's no like top names in it, but they ended up winning, or they ended up playing in the finals and like played a best of 5 or a best of 7, and I think Yoon came out on top. But we see that Scan is dropping 4 vultures in Yoon's base right as an Overlord is going to scout that position, so he's going to be pulling just dropping the drones to the ground. That's awesome.
Yeah.
With the Mutalisk popping, a couple mines going, dropping down to third main. That's Sunken. That Sunken is doing damage. It completely shut Scan down, but he did pick a couple drones off.
That bird.
And
Look at this play by you.
oh my! Did pick off 1 drone, or no? Did he pick off like 3 drones there total? 2?
Yeah, but Yoon's got a huge lead because of this.
You see Scan with Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Oh my god. The
Denying the fast expand. Oh, that's fucking sexy right there. Did you guys watch Flash and Larva? Or no, it's a Flash and Larva last night?
Yeah, I saw it.
I don't know if I should spoil it. I want to talk about it though. I'm going to spoil it. There's a Zerg versus Zerg Flash and Larva last night, and Flash got Burrow, and when Larva went to dive in on his drones, Flash just burrowed at his drones. It was pretty awesome. This game was before that, so that must be something that's kind of coming into play as the Zerg. I haven't really seen that too much in the new meta, but
I've been seeing it for the past year. It's been kind of a new thing lately. Like, I've been seeing it a lot on Falcon Paladin's channel. Like, see it time to time.
yeah.
I mean, it's been used. It's just it's not used often. If your opponent's anticipating you to do a drop play, then yes, they will grow. But if they're not anticipating it, usually they don't get it until later on.
Was it effort that wrecked Flash with Burrow? 2 ASLs back?
To be fair, like, who does remember the Burrow?
Oh, he got the drop ship.
Ooh.
It's a random ass Scourge Scout gets a drop ship. That's got to be disappointing.
You look at this, see the Scourge like patrolling on the map. It's probably some like Gosu sense since they've like played each other so much. I mean, I know that I've played like hundreds of games of Brood War with a couple of friends where I kind of know how they're gonna play and I can kind of assume things. I assume that these guys have this kind of sense. I see on Scan's channel, I've seen them play like best of 5s so many times. are just grinding games out. And we see just massive mutas coming out from Yoon with +1 armor coming up. For mass mutas with only two gas.
I guess the vulture. Vultures and them being obsessed with like buildings, right? Like the hatcheries and nexus, right? Pretty funny.
This is that's quite a few mutas here. Looking like he's just gonna dive in with only 2 turrets here. This is like, I don't know if Scan really saw this coming.
Yeah, he did. He's got 3 Valkyries ready.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, doing so much damage. Those mutas are gonna be so bruised. They're pushing them back. Valkyrie is really hard to mic control.
So fucking this man.
Yeah, they're so hard to. Valkyries are so hard to control. That's not easy to do. You see, like there's like 1 or 2 times he tried to shoot, but it didn't.
Yeah, but even if you miss half the time, it's still worth it.
Scan easily defends first muta drop while just pick a few drones off of Yoon's third.
Look at this. They're just taking the map at this point. They're like, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna expand over here. You can expand over there. God.
Hopefully this can deny it. Or one of those
Plus 1 attack on his squads.
So one thing about this map is I wanted to have a lot of avenues for expanding. You know, you can expand left or you can expand right. We see he's coming to just taking the main down. So many mutas gonna be denying that that upgrade. Oh, takes some hits from the Valkyries, but mutas just spread and run. I guess I didn't realize mutas were faster than. I didn't realize mutas were faster than Valkyries.
I think they're the same speed, but Valkyries, where they stop, even if they use patrol, they still stop a little bit, so there's no way you can actually catch up. See, Yoon is giving Scan all this vision from these mines. Actually, you know what?
Oh, Yoon doesn't know those mines are there.
Yeah.
Scan is luckily seeing some of these mutas, but and now Hydras are coming into play.
Nice.
I think we're gonna see a bunch of units coming out from Zerg soon. Looks like Yoon's 4th just finished. Got to be sitting on what, 6 or 7 hatcheries now, and jumping into Scan's main. Only a couple turrets there to defend. The Scourge are there to push the Valks back.
Oh, there it is.
Can you get the
Dive
command?
down. Oh,
CC.
he gets the CC.
Oh, the cities are dying.
Come
Oh,
on.
man.
Oh, so close.
Oh my god. Took a lot of
There
damage
we
on
go.
those, but
Oh,
GG.
and GG's.
ooh, that was tense. You know, Scan only built, you know, a couple of turrets in his main. Do you think that he was like really lacking on turrets, seeing that it was mass muta? I think he should have had like 4 turrets, 5 turrets there. You know, that's a lot of minerals.
Yeah, I was about to say he's behind on economy already.
Yeah.
His drop didn't do enough damage, so he knew he couldn't waste a lot on turrets. Those turrets were really there just to kind of buy time.
True.
Oh, I forgot to load up my Twitch.
Round 2. Yoon again spawning the top. And Scan spawning at the bottom on this 2-player map called Blindside by Minerals, who's joining us to cast tonight.
Ooh.
Minerals, what are we drinking?
White Claws. We're
Not bad.
drinking White Claws tonight, sir. Same as most nights. A nice light seltzer. Nothing too heavy.
I feel like a whiskey night.
Yeah. My Friday's tomorrow. I gotta get up before noon tomorrow, so no whiskey tonight. But we see, looks like Scam is going for a fast expand with the forward supply depot. Yoon going for a quick drone scout. See what's going on here. And we see, yeah. I wonder if Yoon assumed that this may happen, and he's rushing this drone out to harass the first worker. We see it's going to be successful. Some Gosu drone micro, 450 APM. See, they say. Back when I was a kid, this kind of drone micro didn't exist.
Oh no.
Oh, why didn't he chase it? I guess he wanted to harass that one. Every 1 sec.
Really like
Amateur Korean pros will entertain you with a peon.
He was looking for that weakened SCV, but they repaired it.
We gotta name
Oh.
this drone something.
The drone fighting the Marine on the ramp.
His or her memory will live on. That was one hell of a drone.
Did you? You're supposed to turn it down every time.
Oh, help! Your mic. It's falling and it can't get up.
Yeah, my mic's messing up for a second there.
Can we see you throwing his lair down? Again, transferring to his fast expand, pushing a couple Marines out. Oh, lifting his barracks to put some pressure on the Overlord and getting him some sight here.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna get it. Oh, he keeps moving his Marines around. And the Zerglings are gonna come in and try to give it an assist.
Putting some pressure on that Overlord, he should be getting it. And it's just a couple Zerglings. He showed his cards. Scans must have sounded the Zerglings. Fire is halfway done. Factory's about to pop. Scan is sitting safe and sound behind the wall. And Yoon can see it all with an Overlord. Third base going down for Yoon in the top left. Kind of a farther away base option.
I say that.
Muta's making. See how far this vulture can get. Not very far, apparently.
All right, so we got a bunker going down for Terran.
It's Muta time.
Yeah, how many turrets does Scan have up? Is there any turrets up yet? And we got one, just a couple turrets, but it's only 2 hatch Muta, so it can't be anything too intense right now. But he doesn't really have a lot of units to defend this. He's gonna have to micro his SCVs away from the Mutas. Just a few Goliaths. Mutas stand up to Goliaths pretty well. Sniping a couple SCVs. Running away.
I wonder why Scan doesn't opt to go Marine Medic just yet on these maps.
I feel that it's easy to push out to that 3rd base right outside, and meching the 3 base might be easier, but we see Yoon's just kind of pumping out drones right now. Drones and mutas. Looks like Scan's just going to be messing up some Goliaths, just going to be trying to push out with that. Gonna have to have some vessels soon to be defending against these mutas potentially. 4th base going down for Yoon. 5 hatch total. I don't know, Scan is sitting in his main with 4 Goliaths and 2 turrets right now.
Oh no,
Oh! Oh! Alright. Scan's got the Goliath range upgraded. Maybe pushing the mutas back. +1's probably about finished if it hasn't already. But the 4th base going down for Zerg. That's 6 hatch? 6 hatch Zerg right now? 2 Evo numbers. I think Yoon's probably gonna switch over to Hydra and just play this like a CVP. The small number of mutas have gotten enough damage in. They've definitely done their job on the damage and the scouting information off. It's only 6. He made like what, 8 mutas total? Mutas.
I was surprised I haven't seen Academy yet for Scan. One attack and finish it.
Get off a couple more SCVs. And Scan just expanding behind a handful of mutas. I mean, Yoon expanding behind mutas. Probably switching over to Hound soon, but muta control is really good. Since he's probably picked off like 8 or 9 SCVs so far. There's a lot of hatcheries. And Scan's basically just pumping out tons of glass right now. Upgrading as well. Possibly gonna see a 3rd here soon. Looks like he's pushing a 3rd out. Scan dropping his 3rd CC, it looks like. What's our tech looking like in Zerg's base? We're just going all mutas right now. Still sitting on a lair. Onto hatcheries. Taking a couple creep colonies there. I like Yoon's fourth base is kind of one of the paths. Third. You're picking off, sniping off 2 turrets and running away there, but deciding to just jump on these. He has enough. He just stand up pretty tall to Goliath. Scans full army running back to his main. All the turrets going down. Sniping some SEVs. The best defense is offense, they say. Yoon has 2 control groups, the mutas right now. Or 2 separate control groups, I should say. And he's just massing muta. He has a Hydra Den and a Evo chamber behind it, but he hasn't even made a Hydra yet. He's just pumping mutas on 4 gas, 4 base. Vulture is running to the top left base. No defense up there. 1 sunken. No. And some burrows.
At least he saved it by burrow.
Saved 2 drones with the burrow. Luckily.
Just burrowed, you know, we've been fine.
And the vultures run back and pick off the rest of the drones.
No, the drones. Oh, here we have a empty expansion though, but the Goliath on it though.
Oh. I don't know if he's got enough mutas to be fighting though. It's a lot of mutas stacked with +2 armor.
Yeah. Goliath's just too strong against them.
Can learning his lesson from last game, makes more than 2 turrets in his main base. Seeing the mass muta on the map. But mass muta jumping on all the turrets, taking 2 turrets down. Heavy now, it's gonna be jumping on supply depot. 2 supply depots. And a couple Goliaths. Taking the supply depot down, gonna pick another one? I love Yoon's like mobility with these mutas. I'm surprised we haven't seen. I mean, there should be a vessel coming out soon. That's the first vessel about to pop out. It radiates. There's a vessel coming up somewhere. It is still doing damage in the main. Nah. Yeah. Yeah, Muta is just wrecking. But Scan is holding his own. Pumping.
This is just a bad mana expansion here.
Oh, and look at it. We got a ton of overlords outside of Yoon's natural, but multiple. It looks like, is that 3 trade control groups and mutas?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
And
overlords.
Vulture's running up the back side and the
Oh, he learned
again.
Spear scan.
Good drone control.
Nice.
Was that 2? That was 3 drones? Alright, alright. Yoon's closing the gap in supply count. Oh, these Mutilis just wrecking these Goliaths that scans 3rd. But more reinforcements coming up, some irradiates going down, science vessels pushing some of the mutas back. Ooh, grabbing one of the vessels before they go.
Yeah.
Great split with the mutas.
Really good pull.
Yeah. Scan's on 3 different control groups of mutas right now. Sniping some more supply depots, forcing Scan to run Goliath back to his main. His Overlord speed is finished. Scan going up to 7, is that 7 or 8 factories?
I mean, he hasn't had a chance to go on the offensive once.
Yeah.
His 5th base. Hydra's moving across the middle of the map. Beetleists are forcing the Terran's main army to stay in the main base. And the Hydras are going to push on the front a little bit. Lamita's run around.
Got that, yeah.
Here we go.
Here we
Oh,
go.
that's a lot of Mutalists and their 2-1 upgrade. It's a lot of guards.
Hydra's still doing really good.
Hydralists are just doing work back there, but
They're still doing the work. Mule is just really pulling things together.
no reinforcements still coming in from Scan. Is he going to be able to defend this? It looks like yes, he is.
I love the 2 command centers here.
Like,
Putting up the backside of the map, but Yoon's still sitting pretty comfortable on 5 bases. He must have like 8 or 9 hatcheries right now. Some queens out on the map. Hive tech on, just complete. Tons of overlords in the middle of the map. Yoon just like basically sees the whole map. And Yoon is switching over to mainly Hydralists. Big factories constantly pumping out. Scan has tanks in the middle of the map. He's taking his 4th base. He looks like he's going to be able to hold this base. I don't know, looks like an RA position. And the Queen's coming in with a Broodling. 2 Broodlings. 2 Broodlings. Taking the tanks down. And he's going to be storming all of his Hydralists on top of these units. Scan running away from the high ground. Oh, I mean, I don't think he would have been able to hold it anyway, but he radiates. Oh, it radiates. Oh, I think there's too many Hydras here. Yoon has the tanks. That's so many tanks. Here come the Queens. The Queens. All the vessels going down. Red lane. Oh, he GG's when he just sees the Queens. Holy shit.
Game
That was a
2
great
goes
game.
to Yoon.
That's 2-0 right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that was it. That game, and got that quick 4th base, and I don't know if Scan even like scouted that for the longest time, or if he even did. It's kind of in like a pocket in the middle. Scan was running around the other way, but all right, here we are going into game number 3 of Yoon versus Scan on the map Blindside. Yoon out 2-0. And at the 12 o'clock position in the yellow Zerg, we have Yoon. And in the bottom, as the red Terran, we have Scan as our barcode red Terran. So, 3rd game, Scan has spawned at the bottom. And looking like he's going to go for another fast expand, possibly. Or is he going for... Looks like Scan might be going for some shenanigans here, going for a proxy. I'm not sure. Fox here? Oh, here. Yeah, you suck. Your mic sounds like you're like outside and it's windy. We see a scan going for a proxy barracks over here. Just seen the location. I haven't seen any like many proxies on this map. I've been curious of where people would throw them. Might be going for probably a bunker rush, I would say, huh?
Most likely.
Bunker rush 111. Probably.
Yeah.
Yoon going for the that a 9 full 9 hatch. The overlords are for, right? He's up 2-0 in this matchup. Might assume that there might be some shenanigans. Did the pool go out before the hatchery? Yeah, so pool is up before the hatchery, I think, and bunker is going down, almost halfway done. Yoon sending a couple drones out just in case, out of some sense, and he sees the brush underway.
Marines will be coming shortly.
Bunker finishes. More drones being pulled.
The drones really need to surround it before the Marines get there.
Marines being pushed back. SCV is not doing too much, but I think the drones are going to be able to push this back right now. I don't know. That's a nice split right there by Scan. Scan moving his Marines back. Hasn't lost anything yet. SCVs are getting damage on the side. Ooh, that
Two.
Marine getting caught on the land. Drones being
struggling to try pushing back all
these
the
Marines
drones.
inside this bunker. That's
why is he attacking with the Marines?
Oh no. Get
Oh, barely gets him in there. CVs. Oh, he loads and unloads.
Look at that. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Look at the damage they're doing.
Oh. I mean,
That was sexy, bro.
the micro was Gosu, but I think he only killed 2 or 3 Zerlings with that. That was pretty.
Oh, Yoon is down to 9 drones. Alright, he got a couple more out now. So, Ox, what's we got planned for today? Anything after this?
This is the final show match of the night. This is game 3, 2-0 for Scan so far. Who's going to take it in this best of 5 on Blindside by Mapmaker Minerals, who's joining us today? How did I do?
Fabulous, my friend.
Pretty good. I was hoping for a. I didn't know if you had a free for all or anything like that playing tonight.
I mean, we have time. I didn't put it on the schedule.
You hungry? You hungry?
If you gentlemen want to join me, I could put on another show match after this one.
You could be into
yeah,
it.
right.
And we see one vulture going to push the front. Not really, just seeing what's going on here. Little vulture bike driving around. I'll be right back one sec.
Yes. YM Noob has joined. Welcome, YM Noob.
Yoon opting to skip the mutas this game, at least for the time being. Seeing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the danger from the vultures.
So will this be a Vulture to drop. By the looks of it, yeah. So yeah, let's push. This build is very hard to deflect, really. Really hard. Another race coming in. More vultures getting pushed out. Here comes the drop. There it goes.
This is going to do a
Playing
little
mine.
damage here.
So the vultures weren't loaded already just in case the dropship was taken down?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Still have slow hydras, so this is not good.
Oh, that mine.
The
Oh,
Lings,
ooh, okay, good.
Lings are running in. Pretty good. Get cleaning up the mines.
Man, Yoon is just ready for everything.
Absolutely, he knew it was coming, so he prepared them for the right spots, rather than just being completely crushed by them. Yet, we still have 2 vultures left.
Scan taking advantage of the fact that Yoon can't leave his base and he's expanding directly behind it.
Yeah. Now he has to retreat those drones, or more will die. There goes 2. And more vultures on the way. This is such a scary push, if not handled correctly. Did Hydras... Oh, I'm pretty sure Hydras got speed, so that's... Yeah, they got speed now. But also vultures have speed too. So that's still pretty scary. We have 3 Hydras just doing nothing.
Yeah, vultures suck against drones.
Yeah.
Takes 3
Well,
hits to
there's
get them.
one. Yeah. Is it 2 for probes?
3 because that 1 hit point regenerates instantly as soon as it
No.
gets hit. So that's why you don't ever see a drone die from 2 shots from a vulture.
Yeah.
Probe will. That shield
Yeah.
doesn't generate instantly.
Whereas the health it generates quicker.
Look at this. You got some wraith play coming in here.
Did the stream just go black?
I'm not sure.
There you go. I can see it now. So yeah, the Hydras are protecting the base pretty well. There shouldn't be any more drops at this point. And yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yes.
Got a few race now.
3 barracks play. Ooh.
Oh! Can the Scorch get him? No.
Oh,
Oh, he hits one.
it
He hits
hit the
one.
wraith.
More vultures coming in. Just scanning around the map. Is this Discord? Alright. Welcome. Is this Discord? How are you doing?
Hello.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Waiting for Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Waiting for Saturday Night Live.
And we see the rates going in, picking off a couple drones in the natural. These rates are really in a nice pocket right here. The Hydras aren't able to hit them from the front or from the inside of the mineral line. Pushing the rates back. Courage scouting the Terran's main.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, nice. Nice catch.
And we see a bunch of barracks coming down from scan here. Yoon getting his third up and running. Both players looking pretty tough right now, but I don't know. How do you feel about Yoon's Hydra play here?
Well, he's got lurkers now.
I like the idea of Hydra play this. Though mutas against Wraiths could do better. But with the Vultures harassing earlier, I guess the Hydras will probably be the better choice.
Right.
I don't know.
Scans Vulture, hits the lurkers, seeing the lurkers burrow, so he knows they are on the field. Scan going for like a bio tank
Fire.
vessel.
Yeah, he dropped 3 barracks right at the same time, and then he added 2 more out right behind that.
Does Terra have 3 bases? Oh no. Terran is looking scary.
He's in a much better position than the previous 2 games.
Absolutely. I think yeah, I think Bio is looking much more better for him rather than Mech.
Yeah, well, the way this game opened, he was put in a better position this game to do bio.
Yeah.
So, there was no muta harass early on.
Yeah, the muta harass is what was really destroying him, really.
Ooh, we see Scan pushing out, kind of hugging the side of the map a little bit, making sure he can't get flanked too hard. Nice position there. Lands some irradiates off, sieging his tanks. Scan's throwing up his third.
Got a drop ship coming in here.
Ooh. Alright, Scan pushing through the blind area. Looks like he wants to put some pressure on 9 o'clock. But the drop coming into Scan's base, or coming into Yoon's base, is also going to be supported by a couple Wraiths that also have Cloak. Looks like Scan's going to be taking map dominance in the middle while dropping the Zerg's main.
We got a drop coming in. Too. Oh,
Yeah.
The 2 drops.
Is it going to be a base trade?
No, you can't.
Oh my god.
That's just
Dropping
coming. Oh,
so many lurkers in the Terran base, but Creep and Wraith Force in the Zerg base isn't going to be able to be contested either. Both mains are getting hit really hard. That's a lot of lurkers for a bunch of Marines to be fighting right now.
You can hide those in the main, the Zerg. But, the Marines just... The Terran has lost a lot to the lurkers, but they have been cleaned.
And Yoon's also pushing Scan's front right now.
Oh no!
oh, this is gonna be bad for
Oh, he's getting
Scan
out.
has to be in trouble.
Or not.
But
Alright, Scan has a lot of science vessels on the field.
like,
Alright. Scan's pushing this back. Yoon's got a bunch of units flood into the middle of the map. Both players took a bit of damage. A lot of Marines went down.
Luckily,
Yoon,
they're cheap though.
what did Yoon lose in his main? His pool? A handful of Hydralisks and drones. Fire still up, Lair still up, Hydroden still up.
Are we going for another big drop here?
And looks like the armies are going to collide in the middle. Yoon's picking them up in the Overlords.
Scan sees it. He tries to get the radiate off on the overlords, so as soon as they drop, the units are going to take damage.
Dropping a bunch of Hydras in Scan's main. Scan's just diving into Yoon's main though.
Look at this. Yoon has created a wall.
Does Yoon have any survivors?
Kill his own depot.
Oh, the lurker egg wall.
No, go in, Scan. He's
Oh,
paying attention.
man.
He's pushing. That's why he's not focusing on his base. He's pushing up.
It's going for the
Here we
counter.
have the workers on the high ground to keep them at bay. Nice Hydra worker.
It's a big army in his base still.
Sieges all of his tanks to take just a couple lurkers down on the high ground. But he's able to push his... Scan's gonna be able to clean up what's in his main.
At what cost, though?
Still has a sizable army. Yoon has the high
Now
ground.
good basically Hydra.
Oh,
There we go.
Cool.
was that a BM defense matrix? What was that?
Game 3.
I
Goes to
expected it to
Scan.
keep on going.
Wow. Well, Scan had 3 bases up and running. Scan defended Yoon's drop. Scan was pushing Yoon's front. I think Scan was up a bit, and that last drop that Yoon did was kind of his, this is it. With a couple lurkers in Scan's main, that really would have done quite a bit more damage, I think, with just because he cleaned that up with Marines that came out of his barracks. If there was a couple lurkers there, the Marines didn't have any medics, so it could have went a little beyond that. But here we are going into game 4 of Yoon versus Scan. Yoon is up 2-1. Get away, boys.
Alright. So on the top of the map, we have the red Terran, Scan. And on the bottom mid, we have the teal Zerg, Yoon. Alright.
Is this the first game of the series that Yoon has started on the bottom and Scan on top?
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah, it is.
All right, well, we'll see if this makes Scan a little more comfortable. Maybe he's a top and not a bottom. We'll find out in the next episode.
Told you, man. This is PG. Keep it clean. I'm just kidding.
So Scan going to make the wall in at his choke, at his yeah. Not going for a fast expand this time. Maybe it's it's a little harder to fast expand with 2 supply depots and a barracks than it is the bottom. What do you think we're going to see Scan do this game off of his 1 base?
And
Oh, he's been mixing it up a little bit.
possibly a mech build again, but hasn't really worked for the past 2 times. Could be the same.
Yeah, that's
Could be
true.
the same thing.
Scan does have a bag of builds. If I had a vote, I would go for SK Terran. I'm a big fan of SK Terran versus Zerg. It's a little old school. And we see the drone. Yoon's drone micro is really impressive. It's not easy to do.
It really is.
It's so much harder for the SCV, man.
Well, I don't think that the SCV has a ranged attack like a drone and a probe. SCV, like, you gotta touch them, SCVs are too strong. If they had a ranged attack, I would probably play Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Any of our viewers have any idea what they're saying, feel free to translate for us.
Yeah, I'm curious what they're saying.
Let me do that for you. I'm having a wonderful time. Me as well. I love this map. Me too. I continue. Think Quick series is the best. They spend their money and their time on players.
They're probably saying something like, somebody wasted their time on this. It's all right. It's not like polyploid. I guess it's okay. Minerals aren't broken. Goddamn Americans. Make us dance on their maps. $20? What?
Well, I did share some of comments from Yoon. He said this is a very nice map. And then after their show match, both Scan and Yoon had provided you with some feedback. And it seems like, so far, they've had some really good games on it.
So Yoon cancels his lair in his base.
Oh no.
Ooh,
good at all.
going for Hydra drop.
Hydra blast.
Oh yeah. I thought you just accidentally cancelled the left.
Kind of
think
a
he's-
big map to do that. If Terran sees it, he can prepare for it just fine.
The rush distance on this map from natural to natural is 45 seconds, I believe. And that's, I believe, Fighting Spirit's like 40 seconds. So it's just a little bit farther. It's not as big as it looks.
Yeah.
What do you think of this Hydra bus going across the map right now?
I think Scan is teetotally fucked.
I really hope for the best for it, but I think Scan could hold it just fine.
Want to
But-
welcome Indigo Wild to the cast session.
Okay.
Mobs
Yeah,
have
they might
these
just
and
get a bit
the 4
too
Marines in the bunker.
Yeah.
5 Hydros really doing the job right now.
Picking up that barracks, bringing it back. I think Scan might be a little comfortable right now. I don't think he's going to get busted. Paired with the SCVs, that might be a little too safe, but you don't know what's about to happen. We scouting with
Yeah.
one SCV out, sees that there's only a handful and doing a little SCV dance. What's up, son? Bring it on, he says. And Yoon taking his third base, going for 4 hatcheries. 4 hatcheries strong. Plus, what about the finish for Skid? And Yoon's really just been droning up. He hasn't made a ton of Hydra lists like Scan might think he was going for an all-in bust.
Fast Queen's Nest.
So there's this really nice area for an Overlord just to park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's great vision too, man.
There's a bit of debate over that Overlord space.
There
That
shouldn't be.
was actually some of the input that Scan had given me after this show match, that Overlord space is too big. Zerg can see too much.
But
I'm
he was
a
just
strong
about to kill
believer
it.
in equality for everyone, and everyone should be able to see
See,
it.
look how easy it was taken out.
Exactly.
Yeah, my thing is, Terran can just lift the barracks and kill that Overlord easily. Protoss usually goes Corsairs early on. Zerg obviously is an early muta play, so I really don't. I get it if he went Marine and Medic, maybe it would give his enemy too much time. But even then, you saw Scan lift his barracks, and if he had focused on killing the Overlord, he would have gotten it easily.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I can understand him wanting to take out maybe on the right side from Scan's base, the two pillars or the two sets of walls on the top right, but
Hmm.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens. Yes.
I can see his
Yeah.
argument for it.
Scan's Goliath setup right now is really intense looking. Moving out with 4 speed vultures onto the map. He hasn't been messing up of a much of an army, I'd say. Mostly just been focused on his like building up his hatchery count, making sure he's safe. He's up to 5 hatcheries.
Yeah. Scans Yoon's natural and sees the queen's nest. So he's probably a little weary.
I'm having a wonderful time on this map. Well, you know, Yoon is taking advantage of the high ground on the ramps when he
Yeah, as
can.
he should.
Yoon's looking pretty strong right now. He has a lot of larvae and he's pumping out a lot of units. He's gonna have a lot of Hydralisks running across the map soon. Yoon or Scan's sitting on 6 factory, 2 max shops. Be putting mines out here soon, and he's got 1-0 upgrades at least.
He's got a nice little supply lead. Quite a few SCVs. I think Scan is looking pretty strong here.
Yoon's Overlord just checking out what Scan's up to. Floats right in his base, hangs out for a minute, floats right back on out.
Hell yeah. Love Yoon's third base with a bunch of hydros in the mineral line.
Look at all these hydras, man.
Yoon just has all of his T's crossed and I's dotted.
Did you guys see that? I love that play by Scan. So he sent down some vultures to try to sneak into his main, drew the hydras away, and then snuck 2 more vultures behind this third base mineral line, sniped his drones.
Nice.
Yeah.
Didn't see that. Across the map, Yoon has a lot of hydras. Yoon's got a nice concave right now, but Scan's got 5 tanks and the building on the plate. Yoon looks like he's gonna run over this. Scan jumping on the high ground, gonna have the high ground advantage. It's like Yoon's gonna run over this. What's our upgrades at right now? Got 1-1 for Scan and 0-0 for Zerg. Scan being pushed back to his bunker, but he has a lot of units popping out of his factories right now.
Thanks.
He's got to siege up to hold this. Oh, the broodlings coming in. Scan, the tank's just wiping the hydras out. Yoon being pushed back, Scan instantly throwing down his 3rd command center behind that.
These queens, they're gonna have enough energy by the time Scan pushes back to Zerg's base. Starts
That
pushing.
was awesome how Scan threw down his 3rd command center in place at the 3rd base, like right as the hydras were running away. He knew he had enough units to push it back. And Yoon looks like he might be looking to get his 4th soon, but I think Yoon's gonna have enough hydras to crush through this soon.
I don't know, man. He's about to be 0-1 for his upgrades. Scan's kind of stuck at 1-1 at the moment.
That could be his venture there.
Dropship coming out from Scan. Kind of hurt on gas right now. Close tank blast, man.
5 queens came out, so that'll be interesting. More gas.
Yeah, Scan's defense is looking pretty heavy right now. Not sure Yoon's gonna be penetrating the front anytime soon.
I think there
The
was some
queens
kind
will
of
have to do
vulture
stuff
play.
about that.
I think there was some kind of vulture play on the left side of the map. I see some dead drone bodies. Oh man, these queens are back. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 8, 9 tanks.
Scan is sitting at a 30 supply lead. Look at that dropship sneaking by the Hydras and the Queens. That's a... I don't think Yoon has seen that yet.
I'm pretty sure the queen saw it.
The Overlord spots it though. Look at this. This map positioning, man. Here
And
come the
it's
queens.
like-
I think it knows that.
Yoon's hitting Scan's third when Scan's dropping the main. Getting off a couple SCVs, riddling a couple tanks. Looks like Yoon's main was defended. Yoon's natural getting hit with a couple vultures, picking out 2, 3 drones.
Nice.
I don't know if I could say who's ahead right now. Cam's got another drop in the Zerg's main, going to do some damage on the drones. Ooh, picking off multiple drones.
Ooh.
Yoon sees it.
Wow.
He
What a plan by
and,
Scan.
and get the mines to push him back. 11, 12, 13
So
drones,
good.
And look,
14, 15
look at the
drones.
count.
15 drones died on that drop in the main. Excellent drop by Scan. Scan dropping some mines middle of the map. Just macroing up. Scan's army's looking really big right now, and
Scan saved
Have you-
another vulture.
Yoon has like 15 queens. Yoon has so many queens. He's making so many queens.
Oh my god.
That alone
Oh
is
my
good. Wipe
God.
all the tanks. This is going to slowly kill all the tanks out. This slowly kill
Our
the
drones
entire
going
tank
down
army.
at Yoon's third base. 6 drones down at Yoon's third.
Yeah. Like.
He's got so many drone kills with his harassment.
I really don't know what to think of this game right now, man. I really don't. The queens are going to be the great equalizer here. But now, that being said, Yoon does not have a lot of Hydras in comparison.
Yeah.
I mean, he really doesn't.
Oh, who needs Hydras when you have queens?
Well, okay, so use the queens, take out all the siege tanks. Do you think he has enough Goliaths for these Hydras? I do.
You might have enough
Well,
queens.
you can
for
just
That's
that.
a bad position right there,
You
though.
just queen the Goliaths too, because of how many you got.
So let's see here.
Oh my goodness.
9 queens. God. I don't know. That is a lot of queens.
Oh my gosh, do you think that...
Lava
Are
did
just can't have
well,
EMP.
so-
there any vessels out right now? Oh, and
No, he's
and-
completely skipped the vessels, hasn't he?
Oh, and
The
the
vessels are
Hydra's hitting the floating command center.
Okay, he's got a couple vessels out here.
Fighting in this tight little cove.
Okay, this is actually really bad for Zerg.
Oh,
Look at all those queens. Look at those
Oh,
Goliaths.
Oh, and he's getting all the tanks.
Beth.
Oh,
Beth.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Even though it's kind of a waste of money, even though
Yes.
it's kind of a waste of money.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, so it's in the swamp.
Too
I don't
bad.
even remember.
Does the command center like burn as well? The infested thing?
Oh, yeah, I think it heals.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
Alright, a bunch of vultures run around being denied by all the Hydralisks by Yoon. Yoon looks like he has a dominant position. Scan needs to get his 4th up soon. Mind out of his main. His natural should be mining out soon. Yoon's 5th going down in the bottom right. I guess Scan was going to get his 4th, but it got infested. Oh yeah.
Zerg is catching up.
Imagine if Zerg could like drop the command center and just like float or put drones over there and start mining. Alright, Scan's got a pretty sizable army in the middle of the map right now. Alright. Yeah, Scan's fixing to get his 4th base up.
Yeah, I don't know. Yoon's got his 5th, 6th, 7th coming up. Using the EMP on the queens. This is a big army, man. Oh, good EMP. And Yoon just doesn't have the armor to stop this, I don't feel. He's still got more queens energy, though. You should be like, hold on just a second, Scan. Let me get my queens ready.
Scan just pushing across this map, or across this ramp here. I don't know if Yute's going to be able to contest this. There's all of his queens.
They're. Oh, God, dude.
So many queens. Has Scan got EMP?
Yeah, he's been using EMP on the queens. He doesn't see that they're all stored in the same area, though.
Oh, yeah, they're like right there. That's
And
money.
There's only 1 or 2 that has enough energy, though.
But Yoon doesn't really have a lot of units right now to contest this. A lot of his supplies and his queens.
Well, it's because he wasted them all on queens.
Mm-hmm.
So you can lose this base. It's not a huge deal.
It's only 3 hatcheries, but he does
But
have
getting set up. Oh, there's the EMP on all the queens.
Oh. Damn.
The problem here is he's kind of boxed in his own base. And here comes the surround. Let's see what it can do.
And they're coming in from the top and all sides.
It's got the high ground.
The Hydras look like they're gonna bust through
It's gonna be
the
enough, though. 2-2 Goliaths.
This is a
Oh my.
Matrix coming out. Oh,
oh.
man.
Can you Broodlane a defense matrix tank? I guess we'll find out someday. It looks like Scan's just gonna be running in Yoon's main.
Hmm.
Yoon supply blocked.
Brutal. So Scan's officially, except for this one base. Oh no, he's got the mineral only up here in the top middle. Okay, so he's just mining from 2 bases. Yoon is still mining from 1, 2, 3, 4 bases, but him being outside of his base like this just kind of pushed his way in. As I don't see much hope.
Yeah, there's no way to mass an army and defend this.
Yeah,
Except, let's see what all the queens can do.
and GG.
Okay.
That's
Game
2-2,
4.
right?
What's the scan?
Scan takes game number 4. It's a 2-2 game right now. Gonna be going into game number 5, the tiebreaker between the two. Predictions, anybody?
Maybe Scan.
I don't know. I kind of feel like Yoon's gonna pull this one out.
Alright,
The two games they lost was because he did not go mutus.
Yep.
I mean, he went mutus that one, but barely.
I think we haven't seen any Defiler play yet.
Yeah, I mean, you've not seen defilers, you've not seen ultras.
Yeah, and that final, like, 5 tech is really where comfortable fits, but stuck on Hydrotech last game. Wasn't able to graduate past it. Take it away, boys.
Alrighty. On the top mid, we have the red Terran called Scan, and on the bottom mid, we have the purple Zerg Yeon. I see that Scan likes red. I'm pretty sure it's red like the entire game, like the entire match.
It's a nice color.
Yeah.
It'd make me angry, but it's a nice color. Red like well, red makes me hungry. That's what it is. Red is a hungry color. He's a hungry Terran.
So you're hungry for blood, basically.
Yeah, so is Scan gonna be able to do a reverse sweep? Yoon was up 2-0. Now the score is 2-2 between the two. No fishy play coming in yet. Looks like Scan is building his barracks in a kind of interesting position to the left of his main. Wonder what that's all about.
Zerg is expanding.
What is Scan doing with his barracks over there?
I don't know. It's kind of an interesting play. Maybe he thinks since Yoon hasn't scouted him early,
Oh,
use kind of
maybe
a floating barracks to pick an overlord off. I don't know.
maybe
What's
yeah, maybe Yoon will scout him with a
It's
drone.
interesting.
Think it's a proxy. Huh. The mind games here between these two players we've probably played many times before. Looks like Yoon's playing pretty standard. Scan instantly throwing a factory down. No drone scout yet.
Maybe Scan forgot he was on the top side of the map. I don't know.
Where'd the barracks go?
It's coming back towards the front side of the base for some reason.
Did he fly it to the wrong side, or did he build it on the wrong side? Oh my god.
Maybe he was kind of like what you said. You know, maybe hoping his opponent after the scout doesn't see a barracks and thinks, oh, maybe
Yeah.
it's a proxy.
Yeah.
Oh no! And Yoon has messed his gas up.
Oh. Cool on the top. He thought it might fix it, but unfortunately, I guess that's what we see with new maps before players figure it out. Luckily, with the four drones, he does get efficient speed.
Yeah, but that's a lot of minerals lost.
Yep.
A lot.
Well, it's not Zerg versus Zerg, so maybe it'll be able to balance out a little bit.
Yeah. Vulture's
But
out.
Vulture's out.
Recon is just starting, so he might. No, his Vulture went back. Never mind. I was about to say he might be able to get this Vulture in his base, but back.
Curious to see the tech that Yoon's going to be going. I'm assuming it's going to be 2 hatch mutas. Yeah, we have the Spire coming up.
Now Terran sees the Spire too.
Go away, I'll be right back.
So yeah, I think Yoon could win because you know they're pretty good meter, and against Mech as well. How much?
Curious to see how effective the muta play is this game. See 2 factories down for scan.
I think it could be pretty effective. This one as well, because it's the same thing that's been happening last 2 games.
Right, is there
Obviously,
any eBay up with turrets yet?
I don't think so.
Looks like 6 mutas just started. And yeah, turrets are just going down for scan. He's got 2 Goliaths up, 2 more coming out here in a second. But yeah, good saturation by both players. Hopefully we go into long game. Scan scouting up the left side of the map for any extra expansions that could possibly be hidden. It is popping. What is going to happen next?
And Dragon Ball Z.
Right. So scan sees some mutas. Oh, wow.
Nothing too spicy from the players right now. Yoon is still mining gas with 4 drones.
Yeah, he feels he has
Poor
enough
guy.
information. He really needs the gas.
Yeah, I wonder if he plans on going into Guardians or something is why he wants so much gas.
Well, no, your minerals end up overtaking your gas. That's going to happen really soon.
Getting off 4 SUVs. Eyeing the factories a little bit.
See, notice it's actually opting for a +1 flyer attack this game instead of Carapace. Don't know if I agree with that. The reason being, yes, the Goliaths typically overkill the mutas because of their missiles, their slow missile attacks, but it's a lot of damage reduction because Goliath's attacks are essentially reduced by half, and then you add the armor to it. So instead of them doing 24 damage, they would do 12 damage minus the 1 armor.
Yeah.
Ooh, Scans is coming out. This is the first time we've seen an early Goliath push like this.
Yeah, lost to
He's not ready.
he's just staying in. Like this time.
Well,
this time,
actually,
I think
yeah,
he
he is. These mutas, they might make quick work of this.
Goliath's just stomping through.
And then
Got a micro, Goliaths.
Looks like the mutas might be taking this right now, but it's hard to
Yeah, man.
tell.
Goliaths did much better than I anticipated.
Mutas are pretty bruised
Yeah,
up.
Mirror's stopped it.
Down to 7 mutalisks. So it was not a bad trade for Scan. Essentially kept him away from harassing his base too, so.
Yeah, you got to keep the muta count down. And those mutas are really bruised as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he lost that, even though he lost his glass, it's still pretty good.
Oh my puppy. So Scan Yoon just flying around the map. Scan hasn't really pushed out too much since then. Base up and running. Berserk player. Scan looks like he might be feeling pretty comfortable right now.
I think Scan's in a pretty good spot. I mean, Yoon's down to 6 mutas, man. 5 mutas. Got 3 more coming in. But this game might go to Scan.
2 minutes.
So yeah, I think I was right in my prediction.
Yeah, looks like it.
Ask Goliath just running across the map.
Good job,
Alright.
Scan.
Yeah, Yoon's just not ready for this. Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun.
he really needs a handful of Sunkens behind this to defend these Goliaths properly. Oh, he has them up yet, but Yoon does pick off a couple
So
Goliaths.
many Goliaths.
But this is actually what Yoon needs to do. He needs to pick off the stray Goliaths and. No, you need to pick off those 3 Goliaths. Well,
Oh, I don't know if these 2
guess he-
Sunkens are going to be enough. I don't know if this is the battle for Yoon, jumping on the Goliaths without the Sunkens.
one
Definitely not.
Goliath. Tough, man. That's it. That's your
Goliaths
GG.
is too many.
GG's.
Yes.
Scan takes the series 3-2.
He really like turned the table, like really just flipped the table in his favor. Like went from 2-0 to 3-0 to like 2-0 to 3-2. Crazy.
That was a nice series. That was a reverse sweep by Scan. I remember which big tournament they played in a while back. The amateur league, though. I think Yoon won 3-2 that series. So Scan getting some revenge here. Thank you for hosting the show match there, Sir Ox.
Thank you for making that map.
Yeah, that was a fun
Great games on
match
it.
to watch.